Thank you for turning up. I will know who the gate crashers are because they'll be the ones laughing at my jokes. I'm not going to lie, the road to this wedding was paved with many a brown trouser. Some Florence's, some Emma's, but mostly mine. Dolly was just sitting back on the sofa smoking a cigar, telling me she's going to marry Tom Holland. I'd like to thank a few people without whom this wedding would not have happened. If I don't mention you, please don't think it's personal. It's just the cheque wasn't big enough. Let me begin by saying thank you to Andy and the future In Brigade. You've been exceptional from day one. I remember strutting onto the empty dance floor and showing some shapes just to test it out. You didn't call the police or throw us out, although the taking of your own pulse was perhaps a little unnecessary. He's not even here, is he?
No.
I'd like to thank the two mums who have been simply wonderful. To my mum, who has been amazing my whole life, with the exception of when you tried to get me to do gymnastics as a 4-year-old. That kid was never going to do a forward roll. Emma is convinced I was a big baby, and that I need to apologise to you for turning your vagina into a wizard's sleeve.
I told him there are some jokes just for in the Sylvia, I'm so sorry.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to regret it later. To Irene, who has accepted me from day one.
Oh, I was going to say that yours.
A woman so formidable that she could wrestle an alligator into tapping out. Having your approval means the world and is cheaper than hiring a bodyguard. To you both, we would like to have you to have these flowers as a token of our love. Just to let you know that we had to rehouse some bees to get these flowers. We understand they're planning a major leaflet campaign against you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Apologising from all that.
To Dad, for allowing me the experience of watching an 8-year-old man walk out of Moss dressing rooms with a pair of trousers around his ankles. It's a sight I may never recover from. Emma and the girls think the world of you, despite your fashion sense or lack thereof. I say world, what I actually mean is small moon. When I say small moon, I actually mean planetoid devoid of life. Some of the affectionate ways she has to describe you are horror Rupert the Bear, the face of COVID, and maggot. All affectionately said.
He knows I say that.
I'd like to thank Tony. When I asked him if I could marry his daughter, I didn't actually get to finish the words before he interrupted with, "Oh, thank the maker, and finally." He shook my hand violently, threw a sleeping bag at me and ushered me out the door. I think he was happy. To Colin, who tried to teach me how to hang glide by crashing into the ground and destroying the bar with his face. I know you're all wondering how he got to look like that. To Matt, for agreeing to be my best man and an even better brother. You gave me someone I always strove to look up to, but then I grew taller, so fuck you. To Mine and Mark, you didn't need to be close by to be my brothers, but the fact you didn't give me your address or contact details, I should have taken the hint. Thanks to my fellow stags in the safari for a terrific stag event. Clay pigeon shooting, archery, Segway. I think we firmly established that in the event of a zombie apocalypse, I'm getting bitten first. They felt the need to electrocute me for fun too. I believe they're now offering their services to the Spanish Inquisition. To my gorgeous new sister-in-law Casey for a beautiful rendition of Ave Maria and for just being you. You helped me to organise the wedding proposal all those years ago. And finally the day has arrived. As Emma likes to say, 25th married, 26th, he loses the house. To John, if there were to John, if there was an award for best brother-in-law, I'm certain you would at least get an honourable mention. To the bridesmaids for looking stunning and not causing too much commotion. I think the word pastel is a taboo word in our house now. Even the word moist is more welcome. Moist and awake? Yes. To all my family and friends who are here, and to those who couldn't be here today, you've all had a hand in making me the person that Emma fell in love with. So, in a way, it's all your fault. Do you want to go to your mummy, Jack? Okay. And to my amazing daughters, Dolly and Florence, without whom my understanding of the word tolerance would be fleeting at best. I've seen Dolly blossom into a truly stunning young woman. But if you dare make any jokes regarding hairstyling, she's likely to introduce you to the most severe beating of your life. Incidentally, never say the word ombre to her, she'll scratch your eyes out. With Florence, I faced a different challenge. Accepting that losing sleep was a small price to pay for the cutest little beanbag this side of mental health conditions. She's not even paying attention. Florence! Where are you?
Mommy.
She's right there, darling.
Hi, baby. Hi, Mommy.
I'm so glad you're the image of your mummy and sister, and so the only evidence you're mine is that you inherited my hair on your head. I'm just sorry, it's my pubes. Finally, to my stunning wife, you're a Mitchell now. I'm sorry. When I met Emma, the world descended into darkness. It was nighttime. Our mutual pimp, Sam, introduced us, and we quickly realised that we were hooked. It was just magical. I asked Emma if I was the one. She said yes. The rest were 9 or 10s. In no time, Florence was conceived, although we struggled to agree on names for the imp initially. My choice of Grimlock was next, and Emma used the power of democracy, also known as Dolly, to push her choices forward. Emma suffered terribly during the pregnancy, but then she stopped me from talking to people, and she was fine after that. I can still hear the guttural sigh from Emma when the midwife responded to my request to ask a question with, "There are no stupid questions." Challenge accepted. Apparently Crocs are an acceptable footwear in hospitals. So, Florence emerged into the world and statues wept tears of blood. I'm told there is no coincidence. Our family is almost complete. 2 beautiful daughters and the onset of arthritis. A recipe for disaster straight out of the Jamie Oliver cookbook. Becoming a dad certainly opened my eyes to a new way of life. Dolly has chosen to become a detective for a career. For the criminal element of our families, you needn't worry. We had to explain to her that the mystery person leaving messages on her phone wasn't actually called No Reply. I also learned that it's acceptable to throw poo-filled nappies at your father. Dad, take note. As I said, we're almost complete, and now we are. The wedding planning was left to Emma simply because she wanted it done right and without the risk of a lava lamp infestation in the church. I had one job with the wedding and Emma needed to come in and bail me out on that one. We almost had black suits and veils. Needless to say, I was still asking for the date of the wedding up until 2 weeks ago. And now Emma is my wife and I'm happier than I ever imagined possible. Before I met you, I didn't know what I wanted in life. Since we've been together, I know it is more than I could ever imagined. To marry you, to love you and to grow old with you, which according to Dolly is 4 years from now. I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. You tolerate so much of me with me to the point that you even helped me acquire an anti-snoring device. Other people call it a taser. And finally, Confucius, the Chinese philosopher, says something very profound about the secret essence of a truly happy and harmonious marriage. But it was in Chinese, so I think I may have just ordered some crispy seaweed for myself. Can I ask you to raise your glass to the toast of my bride and the 2 secrets to a long-lasting happy marriage? A good sense of humour and a short memory. To Emma.